China's Fosun Pharma-owned Gland Pharma's IPO has opened for subscription today. Now, this is the first major IPO by an Indian company that has a Chinese parent. Let's do a three-point analysis to find out if investors should subscribe to this one. 1. The IPO details. Well, if you see, the IPO issue size is actually at 6,480 crore rupees, and that's based on the upper price band of 1,500 rupees per equity share. The offer also includes fresh issue of equity shares aggregating to 1,250 crore rupees. Now, implied market cap at the upper band is also at 24,492 crore rupees. The issue will now close on November 11th. Now, Gland Pharma's IPO has come at a time when the global pharma industry is in a very sweet spot. Also, objective of raising money through this fresh issue of equity shares in the primary market includes 168 crore rupees funding for capex program and 769 crore rupees of incremental working capital requirements. 2. The operating performance and also the outlook going forward. Well, the company's primary business model is B2B, covering IP-led technology transfer and contract manufacturing models. Now, this 40-year-old company, which was mostly known for an anticoagulant drug, heparin, has actually come a long way since then and is now known as a strong play on the global generics injectables. Now, the company has also witnessed a strong operating performance in the last 2 years, and that's backed by over 100 product launches that we have seen. Now, also the key drugs which supported the recent growth are daptomycin, which is an antibiotic, and anticoagulants, enoxaparin and heparin that we've already talked about. Now, operating leverage and vertically integrated manufacturing setup has also helped the company in margin expansions this time, and very sharply at that. Now, also, interestingly, the cash flow generation from operations have been sufficient to meet the capex needs over the past few years. As per the reports, the global injectables market was estimated to be of $445 billion in 2020, growing at a CAGR of approximately 9.8% from 2015 to 2020. And the injectables generic segment is now expected to grow at 16% over the next 5 years. Now, Gland Pharma has 267 ANDA filings in the US, of which 215 were approved. Going forward, it also plans to file 20-25 ANDAs each year and also expects 10% of the revenue to come from these new products alone. Further, it also plans to develop and manufacture the capabilities in the peptides as well as long-acting injectables, fermentation and hormonal products, as well as the new delivery systems such as pens and cartridges, etc. Now, it also intends to leverage the Fosun Pharma's existing global presence to also access Chinese and African markets. Now, the company is gradually increasing its injectable portfolio, which will also help in better negotiation with the intermediaries in the US pharma market. 3. Should you then subscribe to this one? Well, Gland Pharma is now one of a kind in global injectable space, also strong B2B platform wherein it also participates with several clients on a profit or a royalty sharing business, and is pepped up by two factors really: the vertically integrated model and a strong regulatory compliance history with a focus on R&D. Now, coming to valuation, it is definitely ahead of the sector multiples, and it certainly takes advantage of the sectoral tailwinds that we are seeing right now. However, when we actually look at similar players in the contract research and manufacturing space, we find the quoted valuation of 21 times EV to EBITDA FY20 still leaving some scopes. And this IPO provides an opportunity to take the exposure to a steady earnings compounder with definitely strong credentials.